Delegates, please stand for the national anthem. And now, delegates, please remain standing. Put your hands together and make welcome the 2023 Digicel Rising Star, Ramon Watson.
Please be seated. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Let's hope I don't knock anything down. Everybody's good? Alrighty, so we're going to declare that we're good this morning. Let's go. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Birds drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling awesome, good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonflies all out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all out having fun, you know what I mean? Sleep in the peace when the day is done, and this world is an old and a bold world for me. You know I'm feeling good. You know I'm feeling good. Thank you. So I'm gonna come down this side so we can rock a little bit, yeah man? Whoa, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Dysentery sent the mood for me. Pull up the tune, man. I got another one for y'all. Let's see. Rastafari never leave I alone. So even when the road get rocky, I say I never give up. I say when the going gets tough, go on, juggle your fruits and don't give up. Oh, Rastafari guide I and I from the beginning. Why, oh, why, I lot of youths in life, so them can't take the pressure no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But from your trusting on the most high, life I go get better, I'm sure. No future go on the roadside, Babylon say we take up young back and go on. Me say me still not give up. Solid as a rock like Kalanje, not give up. See the youth, and when the going gets tough, go and juggle your fruits, don't give up. I said there ain't no giving in. Rastafari guide I and I from the beginning. Give me little water. Ooh, me love all the rhythm just me and me. Give me a little. Me love the music from Jamaica. So make way. One of vibes and coach. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, Ramon. Delegates online and on location, meet your youth co-hosts for Ready, Set, Great Youth Conference. Neville, Christina, Janine, Shamar, and Lanicia.
Welcome to UNDP's Ready, Set, Great Youth Conference 2023. And a very special welcome to our delegates here on location at the Jamaica Pegasus, online, on our conference platform, and on social media. We, the youth partners of Ready, Set, Great Steering Committee, are your hosts for today, and we are thrilled to be working with the incomparable Javon Keys, who is our conference moderator. I'm Janine Shepherd, Youths for Excellence.
And I'm Shamar Wedderburn, Equipped to Speak Limited.
I am Christina Williams, Human Rights Counsel at the Norman Manley Law School.
I'm Lenny Rudin, Young Women and Men of Purpose.
And I'm Neville Charlton, Youth Inspiring Positive Change.
We are thrilled to serve as your co-hosts under the theme, Powered and Poised to End Youth Poverty, on a day commemorated across the world as International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. United, we have the power to make this conference and our mission go viral. Post everywhere with the hashtags, #ReadySetGreatUNDP and #EndYouthPoverty. Let's also join in with youth across the world by using the global hashtag, #EndPoverty. Delegates, are you ready?
Ready, Set, Great, an initiative of the United Nations Development Program, multi-country office in Jamaica, is designed to help us young people become the greatest versions of ourselves in service to our nation and our peers.
So, yes, indeed, Jenny, you spelled it out really, really well. And I just want to underscore that Ready, Set, Great by UNDP has been shining a light on young people doing exceptional things to develop their country. Ever since 2020, that has been what Ready, Set, Great has stood to do. But this year, Ready, Set, Great will be an in-person conference, not just virtual.
Well said, Shamar. And there are a few other new features added to Ready, Set, Great. For the first time ever, we have added masterclasses series, and I hope you're looking forward to those later. Most importantly, young people have been called to add our voice to a call to action on youth poverty. Led by moderators, us right here on stage, you will fine-tune your solutions, and then later in the day, we will come together to agree on our call to action.
And our grand finale, Christina, is a 2023 Development Challenge. 4 teams of university students will get 5 minutes to convince delegates and a judging panel that their youth poverty solution is number 1. Winning teams will earn paid internships at UNDP Multi-Country Office in Jamaica, and the winning team will be announced by the UNDP resident representative.
So Lanicia, we young people have been insistent that Ready, Set, Great should be amplified by digital innovation. We are therefore proud to introduce the Zero Data Digital Hotspot by Academic Journey. Online delegates, don't worry, we have not forgotten about you. Remember, you can head online, complete your profiles, network, collect virtual resources, download it into your online briefcase, and browse virtual 3D booths. So people, I want to get some vibes in the room. So I think persons know, right, when I point to a section, we're going to decide it's going to say ready, set, great. But before I get to know that, how do I say great in sign language? So, for this side, I want all of this table to sign, so one of the sign language persons can stand up and show the rest of the room, because we are being very inclusive. How do we say great in sign language? So, all of this table, when I point this side is what? Ready. So you're going to say what? Ready. No, we're not sound dead. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Hello, then I learn from this. Teach them again, please. So we're learning something today. How do you sign great?
So it's ready, set.
Oh, sorry, set. My bad. Set. Apologies. How do you sign set? So you have to show the entire. So that's set. Show me. Okay. So I want you can stand up for me and show the entire room. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Yeah? Show everybody. So guys, I want you to stand up with him and do that. Alright? Everybody in this video, you could stand up. We are being inclusive. Come on. Let's go. Just this table. Let's go. Alright. So ready? Everybody ready? Yes. Just this side is going to say set. Let's go.
Ready. Ready.
No. Any coming here, stand up yet. Let's go.
Ready.
The entire table straight to the back. Let's go.
Ready.
But now everybody aside. Great. Hey, guys, this side have the biggest part. Let's go. So I'm supposed to hear on the loud. Let's go.
Ready. Great. Ready. Great. Ready.
We need some more vibes. Someone to stand up on it. Let's go.
Ready.
Set.
Great.
Ready. Set.
Great.
Ready.
Oh, don't get confused now. All right, thank you, guys.
Now for some perspective. Watch the screen for a 2-minute video on the state of youth poverty.
Nearly a decade ago, the world committed to ending extreme poverty by 2030. Yet, many poverty reduction programs are still not reaching people in the deepest states of poverty or having the necessary long-term impacts. This is, in part, because of the multidimensional nature of extreme poverty. The official World Bank definition of extreme poverty is living on less than $2.15 a day. But extreme poverty goes far beyond a lack of income. It often means living in geographic isolation without clean water, electricity, or nutritious and regular meals. These factors are influenced by the local context, which can include social and cultural taboos around people living in poverty or gaps in existing programs that are meant to reach those living in extreme poverty. As an example, imagine two women. Both of them earn $2.15 a day. The first woman is able to send her children to school every day, access clean water, sanitation, and electricity, and the entire household receives medical care through a national insurance scheme. The other woman earns the same amount, but she lacks these basic necessities. After her husband was injured several years ago, she became the sole generator of income. She relies on small, informal jobs around her community that aren't consistently available. Her family only has access to unclean water, which often makes them ill. She struggles to keep her children in school regularly and can only afford protein-based meals once a week or so. If she is injured, her family has no safety net to catch them while she recovers, and if one of her children falls ill, it could wipe out what little savings they have. To make matters worse, climate change has led to increased flooding and storms where she lives, which has already destroyed her home twice. We cannot eradicate these challenges by focusing on income alone. To address these differences, we need to understand extreme poverty as multidimensional. For long-term results, we need programs that are multifaceted and context-specific. With holistic approaches that address the unique multidimensional challenges of extreme poverty, households can break out of the poverty trap for the long term, allowing future generations to flourish.
An exceptional video, ladies and gentlemen, which will really encompass all that we're doing today. But I have a different role to play at this moment as I introduce someone that will be a mainstay for yourselves for the rest of the day. You've seen him on TV, poised, energetic, confident. That's the exact same kind of energy he's going to bring today. He is your moderator, Mr. Javon Keys, as he will guide proceedings from the plenary stage and the media zone. As co-hosts, we're excited to work with him, and we hope that you will enjoy the proceedings for the rest of the day. Please make him welcome, ladies and gentlemen, your moderator for the day, Mr. Javon Keys.
Thank you so much, Shamar. We have to be flexible sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me say, great. We're excited about today. Well, I am. How many of us, this is our first Ready Set Great? It's the first, and it won't be the last, because we have lots of excitement in store for you today as I welcome you to the Jamaica Pegasus. But for those of you joining us online on a very special platform itinerary, let me say morning to you. Very special welcome. For those of you joining us from anywhere else in the world, thank you so much for joining us. Bienvenidos, bienvenue. Anywhere you're from, thank you so much for joining us for this event. Of course, thank you to my co-hosts, and you will see them throughout the day. They're going to be a very integral part of how we engage with you in today's session, because the reason we're here today is to talk about and actively engage youth in the discussion. You excited about that? You have lots to say as youth, don't? You have enough to say as young people, right? And we are here to hear from you. Of course, this event is the Ready, Set, Great Youth Conference 2023, and this is an initiative built in partnership with a number of stakeholders, and we thank our various stakeholders who are a part of helping to get this done. Of course, the UNDP recognizes the immense contributions of our institutional partners, which include the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, and within the PIOJ, we have the Vision 2030 Secretariat. So as I call them out, big them up for me, please. Give them a big round of applause. For those of you online as well, I want to see you use those flames, so send those flames in the chat so we can see you acknowledge our institutional partners, the Planning Institute of Jamaica and Vision 2030. Let me hear a shout out for the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF. And those of you in the room, you absolutely have to do better than that. That cannot be a best round of applause. Let's go again. Let's hear it for JSIF. The Sir Arthur Lewis Institute for Social and Economic Studies, SALISIS. There we go, and SALISIS is in the room clearly, so we can hear their shout out. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin. Let's hear it for Statin. That's right. And of course, our youth partners, including the Young Men and Women of Purpose. Let's hear a shout out for them. The Caribbean Youth Climate Justice Coalition. Somebody getting the gist on this side. As I call them, you're going to give them that big round of applause. Let's hear it for Youths for Excellence, YFE. And they are on the ground, and of course their booth is here and also online for those of you joining us there. Youth Inspiring Positive Change. Let's hear it for them. And of course, we're doing some positive change here today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what's extra special about today's event, that it's not just Ready, Set, Great, and it's not just us being in this room engaged in discussions about how we can eradicate poverty and help to enhance development in our country, but it's also commemorating the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, a very, very important day being recognized because we want to see how we can enhance development and engage people so they can move from a place where poverty is a reality to seeing success and growth. And all of you want rich, real rich, don't? Let me hear you say real rich. Real rich. That's right. And those of us online, I want to see that money emoji going in to the itinerary because we're all about eradicating poverty. And many of us are doing things in our own communities in various ways. So today's event is going to help you to level up. And some of us are good in what we're doing, but we're going to be great because we are already set. That's right, you're working with me. And as we celebrate this day, we want to signal our intention to tackle youth poverty in particular, because youth are certainly impacted by the phenomenon of poverty. So how can we engage our youth? How can we bring them out of poverty so we can break that generational curse of poverty and have that generational wealth being engaged? So we're going to work on that today. And we want to ensure, most importantly, that no one is left behind. Because all of this ties in well with our Global Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. And we know the SDGs, right? And even if you don't know, say yes, because you should have shame. Say yes, you know the SDGs. And if you don't know about the SDGs, not to worry. Our team from the PIOJ and the SDG Secretariat are here. And of course, our UNDP team they're here to tell you more about the SDGs, the 17 goals. And of course, I want to find out what's your favorite goal at some point throughout the day. Those of you online, you don't have any excuse. You can go and quickly Google it or go to the UNDP website to find out more. But all of that also ties in well with our Vision 2030, which aims to make Jamaica the place of choice to. There we go. And our event today is tying in the 4 key goals of Vision 2030. And I know Vision 2030 have 4 main goals, right? You're supposed to say yes, and if you don't know, say yes same way, because the Vision 2030 team is here, and also their virtual booth is online to tell you more about those goals, so not to worry. Of course, we want you to be engaged in this mission, and as you do your work in your various communities, and as you engage with us today, we want you to take those screenshots, just like how you go on TikTok and share those memes. We want you to share what's happening here today, and even if you're sharing a meme with your friend online, share the Ready, Set, Great conference. Of course, we want you to go ahead and register if you have not already done so at our website, and that's readysetgreatja.com. Those of you in the room should have registered for your masterclasses, etc. already, but if you have not done so, go ahead, go online and do so. And for those of you online, right now is the time for you to do it and share it with a friend. You can also share what's happening today by using the hashtags EndYouthPovertyNow, hashtag ReadySetGreatUNDP, and hashtag EndPovertyNow. poverty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, it is my absolute pleasure to invite you to help me welcome the Assistant Resident Representative, Ava White Anderson, who is going to give remarks on behalf of our Resident Representative, Ms. Denise Antonio. And she's, of course, the Resident Representative for Jamaica, Belize, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos. So, of course, the UNDP office in Jamaica is the multi-country office that has representation for all of those territories. So, of course, we may have personnel joining from those countries, and we welcome you. So, ladies and gentlemen, giving the remarks on behalf of Denise Antonio, Resident Representative, please welcome Ava White Anderson, our Assistant Resident Representative. Big applause for her, please. I want to see those flames online as well as she comes.
Thank you, Javon. Hello, delegates. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is my absolute pleasure to be here this morning to deliver these remarks on behalf of our resident representative. Of course, I must big up the members of the Ready, Set, Great Steering Committee, our distinguished guests, panelists, speakers, all of whom you're going to meet a little later, the moderator and hosts who are full of energy and vibes, members of the media, other distinguished delegates, colleagues. I see the hardworking technical support team, the UNDP team. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You must answer back when people talk to me, you know. Thank you. Okay. On the day that the world commemorates International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, you or youth delegates have cleared your calendar. I know some of you are on midterm break. You have rolled up your sleeves to take a fresh look at youth poverty through the lens of Jamaica's Vision 2030 National Development Goals. You mean business, and I am therefore privileged and thrilled to join you for UNDP's third Ready, Set, Great Youth Conference at this pivotal time in our global plan to advance the Sustainable Development Goals. 2030 is only 7 years away, and only 15% of the goals set globally are on track. 1.2 billion people were still living in multidimensional poverty in 2022. It is also projected that in 2030, 680 million people will still be subject to hunger. In Jamaica here, nearly 1 in 5 youth age 15 to 24, and 15% of those aged 25 to 34 are considered poor. That is an average of 17.3% according to the 2021 data. And so I needed to turn to your delegate next to you and say, delegate, no sir, louder than that, delegate, we have work to do. One more time to the other side, delegate, we have work to do. Most agree that there must be room around the decision-making tables for you to help accelerate actions around these issues that impact your age group. However, we must do more than just consult for your ideas. We must prepare you to helm innovation projects that break new ground, test new theories, and push the envelope on how we confront the pressing issues of our time. In the very, very near future, some of you will be captains of industry. Some of you will innovate new ways of solving persistent challenges. Some will have a hand in shaping people-centered policies. Your training, therefore, must start now, backed by financing, supported by mentorship, powered by your progressive national youth policy and the UN 2023 Youth Strategy, which was just launched last week. UNDP will continue to support the strategic direction of the UN youth policies while promoting our global mission to tackle poverty, inequality, and exclusion, while building resilience to crisis. We are already implementing plans to support marginalized groups, including young people, to access better opportunities to escape or stay out of poverty through grants, trainings, and mentorship. With 7 years to go, I call on you to consider how you can support your nation's goals to eradicate extreme poverty and reduce the prevalence of poverty to less than 10% by 2030. What dimensions of youth poverty can you address with your skills, your talents, your innovations? What do you bring to the table? By aligning our call to action on youth poverty with the 4 National Development Goals of Vision 2030, you can thoroughly explore its many facets and dimensions, ensuring no gaps remain and no one is left behind. UNDP stands as your ally in helping you become the best versions of yourselves within the framework of our missions and our priorities. As I close, I ask you to kindly applaud the Youth Steering Committee members and the co-hosts who you saw here, Shamar Wedderburn, Christina Williams, Neville Charlton, Lenicia Roden, and Janine Shepard. Round of applause for the ladies and gentlemen. It was their ideas coupled with those of the other members of the committee, such as our institutional partners, such as Planning Institute of Jamaica, particularly Vision 2030 Secretariat, Jamaica Social Investment Fund, the Sir Arthur Lewis Institute for Social and Economic Studies, SALISIS, Statistical Institute of Jamaica, STATING, UNDP's team, under the leadership of our champion, Gillian Scott. Gillian, I have to, excuse me, Gillian, please stand. This lady right here is the passionate Gillian Scott, who has championed this conference. Big up, Gillian, I had to recognize you. Thank you all for helping us create the powerful Ready, Set, Great experience as a vehicle for enlightened youth action, advocacy, and knowledge sharing. Again, we are indeed standing resolute as UNDP in our determination to strategically engage your intellect, your insights, and your creative problem-solving skills to support a reduction in the rates of poverty and exclusion among young people. At this very important inflection point on the journey to 2030, I call on you to rise up, reflect, and retool. Ensure you are ready and have your focus set on doing great things for your people and your country. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the conference.
Thank you so much to our assistant resident representative. You gotta keep that applause going for her after that charge that was given. We have to rise up and get ready to take our place. I almost burst into song a while ago. We know that song, right? You gotta rise up. No, the song. Come and take your place. Rule your destiny. Oh, because y'all had me for a second there. But the message is set that we all need to rise up and take our place as we all have a role to play in ensuring that we get to those development goals. Thank you so much for delivering those remarks on behalf of Denise Antonio, our UNDP resident representative. You can give the applause for her again if you are so led. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big part of today's event is that we want to give you some PowerPoints and some pep talks from our various stakeholders. And one of them is coming your way at this time. So I ask that you direct your attention to the video screens as we have a lovely pep talk from a gentleman who I know he has a way with words, the Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, Dr. Wayne Henry. So, ladies and gentlemen, the video screens.
On behalf of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, the PIOJ, let me congratulate the UNDP for hosting this very important event. And let me welcome you all, youth delegates, and congratulate you for the role you are playing in taking the lead in this process of change, transformation, and development. Development is the process of improving the quality of life and standard of living, your life. And we want to congratulate you for making tomorrow better from today. Thank you for the lead you're taking in bringing your ideas, your vision, your energy, your strength. One person can make a difference. Each of you have the power. You have the passion. You have the strength. One generation cannot do it by itself. And so the Bible says one generation will commend to another. And so we pass the batons on to eager hands. We pass the baton on to willing hands, to people who are strong, young people. We call on you because you are strong. You have the energy and the passion. The world is waiting for what you are carrying. We are waiting for what you embody. All the gifts and talents, all the creativity, we are waiting and for the transformation that you will bring. And we are excited. We welcome you. We cheer you on. Ready, set, great.
I'm almost ready to say amen, church, because those profound words, the world is waiting for what you have to offer. Each of you in this room has a part to play in ensuring that we achieve those development goals. You are already doing things in your own spaces, and you are charged today to continue doing the great work that you are doing. Another round of applause for Dr. Wayne Henry, Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have been ready, right? We've been ready. And we have? And now it's time for? Greatness. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to kickstart our conference. And for this section, we want to see who is here. And I'm going to need some help from my co-hosts at this moment because we want to hear from you. Anybody here from Westmoreland? I'm not travel from Westmoreland today. Anybody? Nobody? All right, let me see. Anybody from St. Elizabeth today? St. Elizabeth, Miss Williams, Christine, I want you to go to the St. Elizabeth table for me because I want to hear from somebody from the St. Elizabeth table, and I want you to get creative for me, all right? I want to hear from you what, in one word or maybe two, if you can get creative, what are you most excited about today? So I see St. Elizabeth in the room. Where else is in the room? Manchester, where are you? And the whole NCU pack up come. Very good. We're happy to have you here. And those of you online in the chat, go ahead. Whoever is willing to talk. What are you excited about the most? And for those of you online, I'm looking out in the chat. So just tell us your name. Who are you?
I am Nikisha Iban.
Nikisha, you're all the way from St. Elizabeth. How was the journey today? And what are you excited about the most?
The journey was okay. What I'm excited most for today is to see what is in store, what we as youth bring here to offer to help eradicate youth poverty. So
Absolutely.
I'm excited to hear all about that.
All right, so we're here from St. Elizabeth. Manchester, where are you? Where are you, Manchester? Manchester, St. James. Oh, this is the Manchester table as well. All right, I heard from you earlier, Janoya, and those of you online heard from Janoya. So I see someone. All right, Neville, who you have?
Portland.
All right, Portland in the building. That's right. All right, so we're going to get a microphone all the way down to Portland. But in the meantime, those of you online, remember to use our hashtags. And the microphone is up and running. Come on, stand up. So we have Portland in the building. And I know I sing a K shirt, so Miss Portland over here representing and celebrating. Let's hear from Portland.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Ready, set, great. Are you ready? All right. So what I'm most looking forward to today is to hear what my fellow youths have to offer. We are called to action and we're ready, right? All right. So let's be great.
That's right, we're ready, so let's be great. All right, so we have Portland. St. Thomas, where are you? St. Thomas online or St. Thomas in the building? Nobody from St. Thomas in the... Let's shout out St. Thomas same way. Let's hear for St. Thomas. St. Mary, where are you? Let's shout out St. Mary same way. All right, let's go all the way up. St. Anne, anybody from St. Anne today? St. Anne in the building? St. Anne, let's hear from someone from St. Anne. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Danae, and of course I'm from St. Anne, and I'm also representing NCU. What I'm most excited about today is networking and also the master classes. Well, I'll only be able to join one, but I'm looking forward to that.
All right, so we hear from St. Anne. We heard that St. James is in the building. Let's go around. Hanover, anybody from Hanover in the building? Hanover is here in the building. Let's hear it for Hanover. Oh, no, for Hanover, they don't have to get a better round of applause for Hanover than that.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, Hanover, the forgotten parish, as everyone.
You're not forgotten today, don't worry.
My name is Everton King, for start. So, for me, what I look forward to the most is the youth discussion and the youth action. So not only that we talk about the things that we want to do for our youth, but we actually action these items and we start doing them from yesterday, basically. And I leave this charge with all the youth today. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Absolutely. And we are starting today. Let's hear a shout out for all the parishes, every single one of the parishes in the room. We thank you so much. And those of you online, I see you. So I see Susan, who is in the chat. I also see Lauren Ashley Black. Shout out to you. I see your flames, Rachel Thompson Henry. Thank you so much for joining us. And I also see Carissa, who said she cleared her calendar to ensure that she's online. So we say thank you so much to you for joining. And we want you all to stay with us as we now head into the next phase of our program.